This is Scott Becker with the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast. This is another piece of our series that comes out of a book that Grace Keller and Scott Becker have written that's being published, and a whole long story on that, but we're working at it. But this chapter is called Two Secrets to Business Success. And so I'll start with the two secrets, then there's a little bit of discussion of these as we get into past the two secrets. And they're not really secrets, but this is it. First is, a business needs a clear formula or mission for the business and how these things will be executed. This mission and how things will be executed will change over time, but there does need to be some real clarity as to the plans as to what you're trying to accomplish, what you're trying to do. There must be a very clear understanding of what you're trying to achieve. Second, the business needs a constant focus on developing, hiring, and promoting and working with great people. Over time, nothing works, gets better, sustains unless you're hiring, retaining, and growing great people. Jeremy Core, our colleague from Executive Podcast Solutions, is a great example of hiring and building a great team. In two different businesses I was involved in, we talk about these missions as follows. In sort of building a healthcare media business, our clear goal is to be the go-to information source for leaders of hospitals and health systems, i.e. to be a magnet for those readers and ultimately conference attendees and podcast listeners, the go-to source for business information. Very clear, so we want to be the Wall Street Journal of healthcare media. In building, secondly, a healthcare private equity legal practice, our goal was to be at the total center of the healthcare private equity world and at the intersection of healthcare and private equity work. And the real lesson is, whatever business you're in, you want to be able to clearly define the mission, the niche that you intend to fully excel at. Part of the core secrets of business success is great clarity as to what you're trying to accomplish, in this case, the niche that you're trying to dominate. To accomplish these efforts, whether healthcare media business or healthcare legal practice, we need great team members and great clarity about how we're going to take care of customers and clients to grow both our audience and grow their reputation as leaders within those areas. We're also very focused throughout this entire time on building very talented teams to pursue these goals as opposed to very large teams. And it can be two different things. We were focused on very talented teams, great team members versus very large teams. Other people can be focused on very large teams. Either way it can work, but we were very focused on building an elite great team versus huge teams. In any event, two secrets of business success. Great clarity about your mission, the niche, what you're trying to accomplish, and second, building great teams to take care of the business. Thank you for listening to the Becker Private Equity Business Podcast.